Here we go. We're back again. Trying to work out how to do Twitch. Now, if you notice, we've got a new logo at the top. It's up there. And we're going to look ahead to the Challenge Cup tie on Sunday. It's live on BBC One. I think it kicks off at 2:30 or something tomorrow. There's nothing else on. I mean, Premier League football's bad, but it's boring, isn't it? So it's Castleford Tigers versus Hull FC. They were supposed to play a couple of weeks ago, but the COVID. So they didn't. Right, let's get this game up. This is Wembley Rugby League. If you've been on our channel on YouTube before, you might have seen this. It's an old PC game by Audiogenic, which, here we go, using DOSBox. Do you have an Adley board? Yes. We'll press yes. The music's really loud, so I'm hoping it's not that loud. Here we go. Wembley Rugby League. Who do you reckon that is there? Blonde Leeds player, obviously playing Wigan, you think? Maybe Lee? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into the game. Made by Denton Designs. They did lots of really great games, I seem to remember. Didn't they do the Frankie Goes to Hollywood? I told you the music was loud. Bear with me. Turn that off. Right, excuse me. So we're going to have the computer playing against each other because I don't know what's going on. Sorry for 16 minutes. Conditions. What do you reckon the weather's going to be like tomorrow in St Helens? Normal. Offsides on, knock on. Earlier today, I went onto the Twitter feeds of both Castleford and Hull to make sure we had the right teams. Let me load them in. Yep. So this is as close to, I think, as, you know, this is not the official teams. This is the teams I've picked on behalf of Darrell Powell and Andy Last. So it's Metallica, Alfords, Blair, Shenton, Eden, Truman, Richardson, Watts, McShane, Millington, Holmes, McMeekin and Milner, Massey, Griffin, Heppy and Fecky making his debut off the bench. I don't think he'd carry a winger as a player on the bench, would you? But there you go. All. Well, let me find them. There they are. Load team, Hull. Again, I've guessed. They're in the away kit, the special kit they're wearing tomorrow. Shaw at fullback, Framo, Tumavavi, Griffin, Swift, Connor, Kelly, Fash, Houghton, Sate, Cerelio, Mount, and Sau, Ellis, Fanua, Cater, and Johnston on the bench again. I've just made it up. This is not the official team. So, set up the video. We want to see the replays. Do you want them in slow motion? No, that'll just slow things down, but we'll do it from a blimp. And a friendly match. Here we go. Castleford. There they are. Versus Hull FC. And away we go. So there's the scene played at Wembley. There's the blimp you can see. Packed crowd at Wembley. You think though, they've paid all this money for the rights to use Wembley Stadium. There's no arch. Well, of course there's no arch. There's no Twin Towers. There's Twin Towers. Right, start match. Here we go. So, despite the fact I've put Hull in their away kit, they're in black with a white hoop. And Casser in, thank you, Casser in yellow and black. So just sit here and watch. Now, if you've never seen this game before, the problem is, A, the defences aren't back 10 metres. And B, teams go for drop goals all the time. So they're making hardly any meters here. That Hull. There's Jake Connor, smashed by a Castleford defender. Like Millington, I think it was. And again, so fifth tackle. Right, get it back to Kelly. There it is. You also notice on this game, unfortunately, I mean in 1994 you think they'd be able to do this, but all the players appear to be white and have the same haircut. So that's not very good, is it? But I mean, if you remember back in the back in the 80s, was it Daley Thompson on the ZX Spectrum was white as well. So, what can you do? Right, here's Liam Watts against his former club. Gets the ball out to Truman. Alfort's going down the wing. Inside. And it's a try. Oh, try. The crowd goes wild. So after talking about drop goals, it's actually a try that opens up the scoring here. Not sure who it was. Nice pass back on the inside from Alford. So assume it's whoever the sentry's on that side. I don't know who it was. No, we don't need to see. Don't need to see the replay again or save it. So here's the conversion. Looks like it's true. There you go. Truman's going to kick it. Obviously, it's not Scott Michalowskis isn't the referee today because you can hear his voice. Oh, it's good. Oh. Superb play there. And a minute played and Castleford already lead by 6 points to 0. Will this happen on Sunday? Probably not. Right. Kick off once again. Oh, a penalty. I don't know what the penalty was for there. But Danny Richardson, ball in hand, what's he going to do? He's going to do one of these moves. Now, no, Drake Truman's going to kick it. This game is based on world-class rugby, bracket sick, which was a rugby union game, which came out, I think, around the time of the World Cup in '91. Because you remember, around that time, everyone was into rugby union. Because England were good, didn't win. So there's a lot of the things in the game that will remind you too much of the other code because it is based on that game. But it's all right. As I said before, you're a rugby league fan, you take what you want. Right, 4th tackle, wear a cast, they're inside the 20. Build them anything to run off. Jake Truman, just stopped short of the line. Will they kick it? No, yeah. The ball went to Liam Watts. He's a very talented individual. Didn't break 4 ribs as he said the other week. And he kicked it out. It's tap restart. There's no 7 tackle restarts in this. There's no 6 again. It's from 1994, would you expect? Didn't have him then. Didn't have Super League. This is winter rugby. 6-0 to Cass. Hull aren't able to make meters in. That is one of the features of the game. I was trying to get the old Super League game working today. I've got it on CD-ROM, but I can't get it working. It's an old Windows 95 game. An old DOS game for that kind of PC, but just won't work. Connor with a kick. Matautia picks it up at fullback. Makes a good 15 metres there, and Cass once again on the front foot. So if you do know how to get Super League Rugby working, I don't mean the modern one with Andrew Voss saying, Hull Sharks, my mate Eddie Hennings and all that. Can't do an impression of Andrew Voss. I mean the one with actual Eddie and the Steve-O one, with the ones with the big cartoon heads. If you know how to get that game working, let me know, please, because I'd love to play that again. Kick from McShane this time. No problems there for Jamie Shaw. And Cass remains 6 points up. This defence here from the Tigers was good up until that point. But Hull's still in their own half. They haven't been able to get the ball into Castleford territory yet, although they do make their way over the halfway line now. 4th tackle. Going nowhere. Looking good for the Tigers at the moment. Kick from Houghton, I think it was, and Richardson this time picks the ball up. And Cass will try and work out from their own half. Great sound effects on this game, as you can hear. Oh, and they're in again. Nice move here from the Tigers. From the halfway line. Here we go. Again, Alfort's doing all the work here. He might get the man of the match here if the is it on the BBC? Who do we vote? Is it Jonathan Davis votes for it? Is it us on the All League app? I don't know. Anyway, it's 10-0 anyway to the Mighty Tigers. It's 12-0 now, midway through the first half. Not looking good for Hull, is it? I'm trying to think, this game's out in 1994-ish. I guess Hull were in a bit of a doldrums there, weren't they? Cass had just won the Regal Trophy. Yeah, they would have done, wouldn't they? So this is probably a fair reflection of how the game would have gone. You can actually make the teams of equal skill, but that seems a bit pointless because it's just going to end up in a draw all the time. Would you say Cass are better than Hull right now? Yes, you would. Yeah, that's fair. I know they lost the other night, and Hull won, but over the season as a whole, not playing percentages in this one. Now, big chance here for Hull. One tackle to go. Here's Brad Fash. Out to Tumavave for Amo now, and he's in. Well, you've got to take your opportunities when they come to you, and it was a good run by Fash to create the opportunity. Ball out onto the wing, and Foremo's over, and Hull are back in it. 12-4 the scoreline. 3 minutes to go before half time. Sorry, ref. Can they kick it? Okay. 12-6 then. Can Hull get back on level terms before half time? That's the question. What's the answer? Don't know. What's your favourite rugby league computer game? Plenty will have enjoyed Australian Rugby League on the Mega Drive. I'm sure we'll give that a spin at some point. International Rugby League on the PC, which was pretty much Australian Rugby League with better graphics. And have Ray Warren on doing the commentary as well, I think. Of course, the Ace modern ones. The Super League games and Rugby League 1, 2, 3, 4 Live, whatever they're called. Well, nice one by McShane there. Over the halfway line. Oh, knocked on. So, in things you don't see anymore, here's a scrum. And you do get the opportunity again to choose what move you want to put on here. And brilliantly Castleford it against the feet. Oh, this whole team, what are they doing? Gifting possession to the Tigers. Just outside the 20. Oh, they've knocked on again, Cass. Well, I mean, I say they've knocked on. They'll probably get the ball back from the scrum here. Unless Hull can find something to do. Yeah, I think this Hull team aren't very good. Not the actual Hull team, but this one on this game. Because that's 2 scrums, 1 against the head. A minute and a half before half time. McShane from dummy half. Oh. Close now. Can they get over? Last tackle. We're going for the drop goal. Yeah, missed it again. Teams go for drop goals because I say it's based on a rugby union game and that's what they do, isn't it? So Kelly with the tap. They lose a couple of metres already. Yeah, I need to pass the ball around here because they're going nowhere. I think that was Ollie Holmes with the tackle there, but you can't tell because he's not got his headband on and every player looks the same. Oh, they've lost the ball. Cass have got the ball. Hull of rubbish. Here we go. Oh, bone crunching tackle. And Adam Milner. Oh, looked like he got it over the line there, didn't it? But there's no video referee in 1994. Last tackle, Milner with the kick. And again, it's wide. They don't do the kicks into the corner because the players are stupid on this game. I'm afraid to say. Anyway, we're off again. 30 seconds to go before half time. Not looking good here for Hull. But they're still in it. 12-6. I mean, fair play to the Tigers. They should have had this one sewn up. Well, at this point, but obviously haven't. What can you do? There they are. Almost at half time. 10 seconds to go before the break. Cass looking to run down the clock. Go and get some words of wisdom from Dowell Powell. There you go. No hooter. And apparently you don't go off the pitch either, you just turn around. Which again belies its roots as a rugby union game. back in the days when they just used to do that. So Cass in possession to kick off the second half, or the start of the second half, I should say. Can they extend their scoring? Well, Hull, maybe there's a slope here because Hull couldn't get out of their own half, could they? And now Cass are struggling, although their offload game is much better, it has to be said. Liam Watts plays the ball. Shane to McMeekin, who's taken down. Last tackle. But Shane with the kick. Jamie Shaw leaves it for Albert Kelly, who's taken down just short of the halfway line. So a good opportunity here for Hull to level things up, trailing 12-6. This big Challenge Cup tie at St Helens. Not Wembley, as it looked like earlier. Last tackle. Well, I say Hull had a chance. They're going nowhere, are they? You can actually change the attributes of the players on the game when you're editing the names. So I could have made Cass rubbish and Hull really good if I wanted to. But I didn't. Couldn't be bothered. But I probably should have made Hull a bit better because they can't need to make any meters. Oh, is that a penalty in back play? Well, the crowd seem to think so, but referee's having none of it. Truman, 2 Alfords, and he's taken down just inside the half. So again, not much going on here for Cass in this second half, and Scholl takes the ball first time, and it's with Albert Kelly as the black and whites, the early birds, up to get on level terms as we approach the 10-minute mark. The frustrating thing is, of course, you're going nowhere. Now, this is a feature with rugby league games, is that the computer defences are just too good. I mean, that might be me being rubbish at the modern games, I don't know, but certainly that appears to be the thing here. I mean, Cass will be happy, they've got a 6-point lead here, and Hull are going nowhere, so... Last tackle, Milner with a kick. Again, Scholl takes it up. I mean, not getting much distance on these kicks either, are they? This is another thing you notice. Nothing is happening. Well, that wasn't a very good pass, was it? Well, here's a chance here for Hull. Well, they're on the 20. They've got a scrum, but of course they've lost the head on 2 scrums so far, so I wouldn't be too confident that they'll win this one. Maybe there is a slope on this pitch. Maybe there is a slope. Can Hull level things up? And if they do, and it's a draw, then I don't know what happens. Oh, again, that looks like he's got it over the line, doesn't it? Why is the Cass defence all over the line? Yeah, this is not very good, is it? Here we are. Now, a decent kick through, but no one there chased it, and that was a chance for Hull, wasn't it? About 4 minutes left, you think. Scrum, 20 out, full set of 6. A bit more composure. Although Cass are starting to play around a bit. I love the sound effects are great, aren't they? Oh, last tackle. Shenton with the kick. Scholl takes it, and they're about 10 metres short of halfway. So I say that was last chance for Hull. Still plenty of time, I guess. Now, if it is a draw, we're not going to play a replay because it can't be bothered, to be honest. And we could just do next point wins. Can we just put them back on the pitch again? We'll see what happens. I mean, that relies on Hull actually scoring again, which at the moment doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'm trying to watch the action and the radar, if you will, see where everyone is on the pitch. Good chance here for Cass. Last tackle. I say good. We're not going to score here, are we? No, because that's a terrible kick. tackle. Well, that's a better kick from Hull, but doesn't really get them very far, does it? They've got to force an error, force a knock on here. Offsides are a thing in this game, but I've not seen anyone ping for it yet. As I bash the laptop. Oh, it's a scrum. Is it Hull header feed? No, it's Cass header feed. Hull put the ball out. Can they win the scrum against the head though? That's the key here. No, they can't. No. So what we've got now, 2 minutes left. Castleford looking to hold on to possession. 12-6. It's not been a vintage second half. I've enjoyed all the people saying all the games are great this weekend in Super League. Forgetting the fact that first half of Huddersfield and Leeds was dreadful. 3.5 good games in Super League this week. And that's before Wigan and Catalans at the time of recording. Can Cass hold on? This is a good run, isn't it, from Sell? Gets the ball out. Connor now. Where are they? Oh, they've still got too much room, too much field position to make up here, haven't they? Coming up to the last minute, last tackle. Well, you've got to kick the ball away, lads. No, not happening for Hull today. Will this be a reflection of the game tomorrow? I mean, you could be watching this afterwards. After the game, I mean, and you already know what the result is. So you've just wasted half an hour of your life watching an old computer game, which isn't that great. But it's rugby league. Oh, loose ball. Connor couldn't fall on it. What's going on here? It's like nothing's happened for the first 50 minutes again. Now Cass is starting to throw the ball around. Nice tackle. But into touch. Well, it wasn't a bad kick actually, and a good tackle. 30 seconds, can Hull get from one side of the pitch to the other? No, they can't. No, they can't. They really can't. Last 10 seconds. Got to do something here, Hull. Uther's going to go in a minute. You don't get to finish the play. And there it is. Final score. Castleford 12, Hull 6. They're through to the next round of the Rugby League Challenge Cup. Congratulations to them. We'll have to do some predictions for the next round as well, of course. Apart from Catalans aren't on the game. So if we go to the teams list, we can see who we could replace Catalans with. I don't think you can replace the actual team names. Let's just click on Salford from there. I know obviously they still exist. But no, you can't like write on Salford and change the name. So we'll just leave Catalans out. But here's the other teams. Wakefield in that famous white and blue kit. KR, Lee. Why are Lee in blue at home? Doncaster, Workington, Batley, London Crusaders, or London Cruz. Huddersfield in their famous green and red. Keighley, Dewsbury, Rydale, York, Whitehaven, Rochdale. Again, Rochdale. Why Rochdale in Cascos? Barrow, Swinton again, Carlisle, Bramley, Hunslet, Highfield. Highfield versus Wigan. Maybe we should do that as a test. So that was Wembley Rugby League. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy your Rugby League, just like Harry Grayson used to say on the telly, on the Super League show. You remember that? Of course you do.